Just imagine, you are sitting in your office after a long, exhausting day, your back aches, your mind feels heavy, and you wish you could rest for 5 minutes. Then suddenly, your phone lights up. A notification appears with a message and directly asks you, "Are you feeling tired at work? Try our new AI-powered chair that gives you comfort with a massage while you are working in the office. This chair keeps you focused, relaxed, and pain-free all day while working." After reading this notification, you smile and feel that this chair is just for you. Now be honest, let me know, would you ignore that notification? The answer is no way. Because that notification did not just sell you a chair, it sold you comfort, it sold you relief, and it sold you a tiny dream called peace at work. And that is the real magic of copywriting, my friend. That is what a copywriter does. So if you've ever stopped and wondered, who exactly is a copywriter? What is copywriting really about? What do copywriters actually do? And most importantly, how do they write words that make people feel, wow, this is exactly what I need? And how do they build real trust that turns into deep and long-lasting relationships? And how do they convince people to buy your products or services, even without ever meeting them? Then, my friend, this video is made for you. In this video, I am going to uncover how you can learn copywriting step by step from scratch, even if you are starting from zero. This is not about slick tricks or hypey bro marketing. This is about real messaging that resonates with today's skeptical audiences. You'll discover how copywriters think, how they turn simple words into sales, and how you can write content that feeds your audience's soul, fuels building connections, and funds your clients' dream business objectives. So, if you're ready to see behind the curtain, watch this video till the end. There are lots of juicy insights in the video. A copywriter is not just someone who writes words. A copywriter is someone who writes your feelings and sparks your emotions. They don't just string sentences together. They create moments that stop your scrolling and craft hooks that light up your brain. Copywriters understand what you dream of on a Monday morning while going to the office, what you are afraid of losing in a competitive world, and what you secretly wish for at 2 a.m. while scrolling through your phone. They know exactly what makes you pause mid-scroll and think, yes, that's exactly how I feel. So when a copywriter writes, your heart listens. When they tell a story, your mind believes it. And when they say, order now, or try this product once, you actually do it. In simple words, a copywriter is the voice behind every message that makes you stop scrolling, puts a smile on your face, and makes you think, wow, that is exactly me. Copywriters are the storytellers behind every ad that made you laugh, every post that sparked your interest, and every product description that made you think, I absolutely need this. Now let us understand what exactly copywriting is. Copywriting is not just about writing catchy lines or clever slogans. It is the art of persuasion. It is the art of influence. And it is the art of building such a strong, genuine connection with people that they take action without ever feeling forced. It means copywriting is about writing words in a way that attracts people, grabs their attention, and makes them feel like your product or service is made just for them. To do this, a copywriter builds trust, reduces hesitation, and naturally leads people to take action and convince them to buy products or services from you. When you see an ad that makes you stop and say, this feels like it was made for me, that means copywriting is working behind the scenes. When a simple sentence makes you trust a brand or convinces you to buy a product, that's not a coincidence. That is the skill of a copywriter and their strategy. Look around you and you'll notice it. Copywriting is everywhere in daily life. Any headline that grabs your attention, any email that makes you click, any ad that speaks to your emotions, and any product description that convinces you, yes, this is worth it to buy. That is copywriting at work. In short, copywriting is the voice that turns product descriptions into feelings, and those feelings lead you to buy a product or service. By now, you know what a copywriter really does and what copywriting means. Now, in this part of the video, you will learn how to write a copy like a professional copywriter, even if you have never written a single line before. So, if you're itching to write a copy that actually gets real results, Stay with me and listen closely. Whether it is an advertisement that grabs attention in just a few seconds, or an email that builds trust and makes you feel like you are hearing from a friend who truly understands you, or a social media post that connects emotionally, makes you stop scrolling, and influences you to comment, share, and want to learn more, all powerful copy follows the same foundation. To write a message like this, you first need to understand your customer. And before you write even a single word, there are 4 essential things you must clearly know about your customer. Without these essential things, your writing becomes guesswork. But with them, your copy becomes focused, convincing, and compelling. The first and most crucial step is to understand your customer's pain points, the real problems and struggles they are facing. When you understand this, you gain the power to write messages that feel personal, relevant, and deeply relatable. Next, you must understand your customer's interests, what they enjoy, what they care about, and where they spend their time and attention. This helps you speak their language and meet them exactly where they already are. Then, understand your customer's desires, what they truly want, what they dream about, and what kind of future they hope to create for themselves. A great copy does not just solve problems, it connects with these deeper wishes. Finally, study their buying behavior, how they make decisions. Do they buy quickly based on emotion, or do they need proof, trust, logic, and reassurance before they say yes to your product or service? When you clearly understand these 4 things, you are ready to apply a strategic copywriting framework. The framework you choose must match your goal and the specific situation you are writing for, because a strong framework acts as a proven roadmap. It guides every word you write and helps you create a message that is focused, persuasive, and effective. It tells you what to say, when to say it, and how to say it in a way that naturally connects with people, influences their emotions, and motivates them to take the action you want. So, before you start writing, always remember this: a great copy is never written by chance. It is written using a framework that works. There are many types of copywriting frameworks, and each one is designed to help you write powerful, result-oriented copy. These frameworks are not random ideas. They are proven blueprints that guide you step by step, so you always know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it based on your goal and the situation you are writing for. There are many copywriting frameworks available, but we have selected 10 major frameworks that every copywriter should understand before writing any copy. Now, let's go through them one by one. Number 1, AIDA framework. AIDA has 4 simple steps: attention, interest, desire, action. In this framework, first, you grab audience attention. Then you build genuine interest. Then you create desire for what you're offering. And finally, you lead the viewer to take the action you want. This framework works perfectly for ads, sales pages, and social media posts because follows the natural way people think, feel, and make decisions. Second is the PASS framework. This framework has 3 simple steps: problem, agitate, solution. In this framework, you first highlight the problem your audience is facing, then you make that problem feel urgent and painful, and finally, you present your solution as the relief they've been searching for. This framework works exceptionally well when your audience already feels stuck or frustrated. Third is the BAB framework. BAB stands for before, after, bridge. In this framework, you describe life before your solution. Then you show how life looks after the solution. And then you build the bridge, which explains how your product or service makes that transformation possible. This is powerful for coaching, transformation offers, and personal brands. Fourth is 4Ps framework. This framework means 4 simple steps: picture, promise, proof, and push. In this framework, you paint a clear picture of what your audience wants. You promise them a result. You prove it with examples or evidence. And then you push them gently to take the action you want. This framework builds desire and trust at the same time. If you want to learn more about these copywriting frameworks, check out my newsletter, link given in the description. But if you would like me to create a detailed video, let me know in the comments. These are the most powerful copywriting frameworks every copywriter should master. Because one framework never fits every situation. Each one has its own purpose, its own style, and its own way of creating impact. When you choose the right framework, your message becomes clear, persuasive, and impossible to ignore. For example, if your goal is to sell products or services, use AIDA or 4Ps. They are built to grab attention, build desire, and drive action. If your goal is to connect emotionally with your audience, choose PASS or BAB. These frameworks speak directly to pain, feelings, and transformation. If your goal is to teach or explain something clearly, use ACCA or Quest. They guide your audience step by step from understanding to belief. If your goal is to build trust and credibility, go with STAR or FAB. They show real results, absolute value, and real proof. And if your goal is to grab instant attention, choose GRAB or the 3C formula. These are perfect for short content that must hit hard and fast. Each framework gives you a different roadmap, but all of them lead to one powerful outcome. Now, let's move one step ahead and create a copy together. But before you start writing, ask yourself one crucial question. What type of brand am I writing for? Is it a luxury brand? Or is it a regular, everyday brand? Because every brand is just like a person. Every brand has its own personality, its own tone, and its own presence in the market. And your copy must speak in that exact personality. So before you write a single word, you must clearly understand the brand's type and the brand's voice. Imagine this. You're scrolling on your phone. Two ads appear back to back. Both are for wristwatches. The first one is a Rolex ad. It doesn't rush you, it doesn't shout, it doesn't beg for your attention. It feels calm, confident, quietly powerful. That's how a luxury brand speaks, because luxury brands are not in the business of selling products. They sell status, they sell heritage, they sell precision, craftsmanship, and a sense of belonging. When someone buys a Rolex, they're not buying a watch. They're buying a symbol of achievement. They're buying entry into a rare and respected world. That's why their voice is never loud. They never chase customers. They never push urgency or discounts. They lead. Luxury brands use fewer words because elegance doesn't need explanation. They avoid exaggeration because confidence doesn't need proof. They avoid urgency because legacy cannot be rushed. Their message feels timeless, not trendy. A luxury brand doesn't go on sale. It goes on display. It tells a story of excellence, history, and meaning built slowly, carefully, and intentionally over time. That's why luxury brands don't beg for attention. They earn it through silence, beauty, precision, and legacy. Now compare that with a regular, everyday brand like Titan. A regular brand talks about features. It talks about price. It highlights comfort, offers, convenience, and daily usefulness. Because regular brands sell solutions, luxury brands sell identity. Regular brands communicate with warmth, energy, and relatability. Their tone is friendly, conversational, and human. They don't try to impress you, they try to connect with you. Their goal is simple and powerful: connect quickly, show clear benefits, spark real emotion, and confidently move the customer to action. So while a Rolex ad may whisper elegance in a calm, royal tone, a Titan ad speaks like a trusted friend, with clarity, confidence, and heart. A luxury brand's copy needs space and silence. A regular brand's copy needs rhythm and energy. Both are powerful, just in completely different ways. And that's why, before writing a single word of copy, every serious copywriter asks these three golden questions. Who am I writing for? What do they care about most? How should my words make them feel? If you can answer those three clearly, you're no longer just writing. You're thinking like a professional copywriter. If this video helped you understand what copywriting really is and how powerful words shape attention, emotion, trust, and buying decisions, then this is only the beginning of your journey. We are about to launch a complete copywriting course from scratch, where I will personally teach you how to write persuasive copy, how to build real trust with your audience, and how to turn simple words into real measurable results. And the best part, you can join this course absolutely free. If you are serious about mastering copywriting, not through hype or shortcuts, but through real strategy, real psychology, and proven frameworks that actually work, then enroll now using the link in the description. For updates, practical tips, and upcoming lessons, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss the next breakthrough. And don't forget to click the link in the description to join our free copywriting community before the course begins. If you found this video valuable, share it with your friends and colleagues, because the proper knowledge in the right hands changes everything. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I personally read them, and I'm here to help you grow. Your copywriting journey starts now. Let's build your future with words.